Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video I will explain which documents you need for inviting your parents. I will explain both the cases. First, if you're a single applicant and inviting your parents, and second, if you're inviting your parents as a couple, or either if you're inviting them on the super visa. So let's understand the requirements. The documents required for visitor visa. First is if you're inviting as a couple. Then you need the invitation letter, which should be with the both names, and then mention the family size in the invitation letter. Then include the health insurance policy number, and then the PR cards or the citizenship information. And please don't forget to notarize it. And another case, if you are inviting alone as a single applicant, then you just need the invitation letter mentioning the family size, health insurance, PR card information. These things are not mandatory in this case, but it's always good to have the health insurance just in case something happens. So let's prepare for the worst. And then if inviting parents for the convocation, then submit invitation letter which you can get from the college. So please be very careful with this thing. Try to make your application as much strong as possible. And then next is the proof of income of the person who is inviting. Then you have to submit the notice of assessment of both, like if couple is inviting, notice of assessment for you both, all the T4s and T1, and then the most recent pay stubs of last 6 months, both husband and wife. And then the employment letters, husband and wife, from their work. And then if you're inviting alone, then you need the notice of assessment of the single candidate of previous year, then all your T4s and T1, and the most recent pay stubs of the person who is inviting, and the employment letter. And the next requirement is very specific for the super visa. Again, I would say notice of assessments are required for calculating income cutoff requirement. So there is a LICO and you have to meet that income. So for the officer, they can cross check through your notice of assessments that whether you are meeting that requirement or not. And then the national identity document. So the documents which are mentioned here, these are all the documents which you have to submit. And accordingly, I'm explaining everything. This is all about the inviting as a couple. These are all if you're inviting alone. For the national identity, these are the applicant's document. This is their passport or Aadhaar card, for example, if this is very specific to Indian people. And then again, if inviting alone, their passport and Aadhaar card. If you are in any country which is not having any national identity document, then you can just submit your passport, or either you can leave the column blank, because this is not mandatory if you have unchecked this while filling the application. Now next is the passport of or the travel document of applicant. Passport with all the pages including stamps, or the travel document with all the information including your name, date of birth, expiry, everything should be there. So again, be very careful that you have to submit all the pages which have the stamps. And next again, passport submission is same for the applicants who are inviting alone. And then next is the funds. So this is the most important document on which your whole application is based, I would say. So be very clear on what you are submitting. If you are submitting application as a couple, then funds should be large enough to cover all the expenses. Most recent pay stubs of 6 months, both husband and wife, both employment letters, husband and wife, bank balance certificate of both accounts, whichever is higher. Like sometimes it happened that wife transfer their whole funds to a husband's account, then whichever is higher you can submit that, or either you can submit the bank balance certificates of both of the individuals, husband and wife, and then bank statements of both of past 6 months. Plus, if you want to make your application strong, try to submit the funds of parents as well, or whoever you are inviting, like their bank account info, bank statements of past 6 months, pay slips of past 6 months if they are employed, J forms if they are a farmer, and a bank balance certificate signed by a bank manager. So these all are for the person who is inviting, and these all are for the person who is the applicant. Now, if you're inviting them alone, then the most recent pay stubs of the person who is inviting, the employment letter, bank balance certificate, bank statements of past 6 months. Plus, if these are for the person again who is the applicant, the first is their parents' account information, their bank statements of past 6 months, pay slips of past 6 months if employed, J forms if a farmer, and bank balance certificate signed by the bank manager. So these are both. So please be very careful and go through all the details. If applying as a student, then proof of payment of tuition and accommodation fees. Then the relationship proof. In a relationship proof, passport of both husband and wife, which show the parent's name, pictures of both inviter and invitee, and then the birth certificate mentioning name of the invitee as parent name. So the relationship proof, passport of both husband and wife, which shows parent's name, picture of both inviter and invitee, birth certificate mentioning name of invitee as parent name. And then if you're inviting alone, then the relationship proofs are same. Marriage certificate. If you're inviting both parents, mother and father, then their marriage certificate is required. But in some cases, if they don't have their marriage certificate, then please get an affidavit from the court with their names and signature. And in this PDF, you can also attach your passport, which shows both of their names as the parent. Then again, same, if you are inviting both parents, mother and father, then their marriage certificate. Then the health insurance. This is a specific for the super visa. It should be minimum of 100,000 Canadian dollars. So then is the representative form. If you are filling the parent's application or the visitor application on their behalf, then please download this form from the Google and fill it. And that's all about the documents which are required for the visitor visa application. But still, if you have any questions, please leave your question in the comment section. And thank you so much for watching. If you like the content, please do subscribe the channel. I'll keep on posting more informative videos in future. Thank you.